Welcome one, welcome all. I am Bridger, and we are in the penultimate round. The penultimate round of this here game, and we have managed to just barely scrape our way forward into the lead. Oh, but it could be anything. It could even be a boat. We don't know. All right, good news. I don't see any squares here. Our current leader, Friedrich Wilhelm I, is a sick man. He is in ill health. He's a great leader, really good, but he immediately got sick, or weak, or old. So the good news is I don't see any squares here, so we might have a decent shot. Noble revolt in Hungary could hurt the Austrians. If Austria owns provinces, any of Royal Hungary, blah, 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 they lose a bunch of stuff. Wow, they lose 4. This is a good round to go after the Emperor and try to become Emperor myself, I think. If I could get a claim on Austria in some place, which isn't too hard, I've got enough diplomatic power for it. And all I would need to do is be occupying Vienna at the end and have more influence in these 3 areas. Bohemia is not an elector anymore. I would immediately become the emperor. And I do have a mission to do that. Become emperor. It's only worth 3 prestige, which feels a little ridiculous to me. There are 4+ elector areas that have the same religion as you. Max 3 towns in elector areas are owned by opponents of different state religions. I think that's true. Yeah, I can immediately score that one to get imperial religious unity. I mean, I'll be increasing imperial authority by a little bit, and that kind of sucks if I'm not the emperor, but I think that might be it. What else can we do? We could also maybe do this one. That we can't probably do. Don't think we can do that either. So this one, I think honestly we should try to become emperor this turn. If we're going to increase imperial authority by 2, we might as well try to become emperor. Gulp. That shouldn't be hard, he says. Luckily, my tax situation is significantly under control. I've got 20 ducats worth of loans I can take. Hey, Saj. You remember me from earlier today, huh? So here's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping the Emperor gets into an aggressive war with France, which has now been activated. That would make it really easy to do what I want. But even if they don't, hitting him and forcing him to lose 4 bot power is really big. It could give me the ability to just crush them. Add 4, even if you don't, even if you do the bottom power. So we just can't let Austria resolve this, ideally. Unfortunately, they are going to get to pull from their deck first, and we know that the event card is in there. So there's a 1 in 13 chance he gets to that card before I do. Shuffle him up, shuffle him up, shuffle him up. Oh, Kalmar bot is not involved anymore. I have to remember not to mess with this at all. Oh, I also need to calculate France bot's power. It's 8 plus 6, which is 14. They start with the entire thing raised. Doesn't seem like a lot, but France hasn't... I mean, France did get to inherit their ideas, so they are quite strong in a number of ways. Now, we are also quite strong because we've got the tertios, and we've got cannons. So I also really like military drill, and I kind of wish I had the extra the extra power to do it. Anyway, so we now know we want to take this, and we want to screw over Austria. Here's the problem. If this is our event for the back half of the age, we will not have a leader to replace Frederick Wilhelm when he does die. That's why I have to keep Juan Jose here. He's not great, but he's not terrible either. He's much better than an interregnum. So I gotta keep this guy in my hand, even if I really want to use the spy network. So what that means is, where do I go from here? I think I would love to get my stability up. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah. If we can pull a increased stability card, which is 3 plus 1. I still wouldn't be able to do it with this admin power. I already got wise counsel. I'm not going to get that. So is there anything from the admin deck that I want? Yes, there is going to be, you know, at least an advisor from here. But before I go for that at all, let's see what we can get militarily. Logistics. Activate 2 of your armies on your turn and resolve battles after completing all other movement. Or take a recruit action at no extra cost where you may use up to 3 units from exhausted. This is great because if I do manage to go after Austria right before when they're low on bot power, which for this difficulty level, my best bet, let's see, on hard, they have to have at least 6 bot power after being declared war on. So I declare war on them when they have 5 left, and then they go up to 6 automatically because they get one when the war gets declared on them, just like any other player. And then they won't gain any bonus stuff. So they're going to have 6. I could have 8 if I change my national focus. So Logistics Master, great choice for this. What else could we do that would help us? Let's find out. Another Logistics Master! That seems really good, I think. And then I think I want to take a Diplo power because honestly, I have a lot of it and I need a way to spend it. Counter espionage. I guess that's a good choice. Now, in the diplomacy thing, yeah, I can cancel this covert action if I wanted to. So if somebody gets this is actually good to keep for that reason. Unfortunately, I only got this one leader who's a decent general, but he's also my only leader. Damn it. Is there another leader in here? This guy's an okay general. So maybe what I'll do is I'll keep all of these, and then I'll go hunting in the discards here for that guy or a better one. I think the 2 blues probably best. Let's do a quick check here. Wrong one. Yeah. So, no, there's a 1 blue. There's a 2 blue. So we could pull that one out. Or 2 blue. I think 2 blue is probably the best. Oh, there's a 3 blue, but it costs 2 to turn on. Yeah. So I think that's what we want to do. We want to change our national focus, put an extra 2 military power over here, and during the process, we will get rid of one of these Logistic Master cards plus a counter espionage and pull a general. This is our backup leader if there's a square on here. But we also would like to have a general in addition to a leader. Oh, wouldn't it be nice if we could... Maybe we hold off on that until we see somebody pull their first event. That would be kind of ideal. But I think we're going to keep all these. That's what it comes down to. 17. Okay, now we have to finally decide on our missions. I think we're going to go with the ones we did here. This one's going to trigger immediately when we finish, I believe. Yes, so increase Imperial authority by 2 and gain 2. But I don't have to trigger it now. I'm going to trigger it after the war starts. I think that's a good idea. I'll gain a bunch of diplomacy, but that I can't possibly use, but it is what it is. So, I think we're ready. Oh, got to pull Twitch up. There we go. Now I can see it. Hey, Cyber Golf. So many people are playing EU4 and you're playing EU the board game. That's right. I tried playing EU4 again. And I get really invested in it for the first 100 years or so, and then it just kind of feels too samey again. But I've played the game for like 1,000 hours, so I was trying with a mod that was kind of fun. Third Odyssey. Anyway, let's play here. We've got Austria going first because they had passed first last time. So let's see what they get. A convert They are not at war, so they'll just spend the 2 bot power. That's beautiful. And they will also trigger an admin. They'll also trigger an admin. Did we wind up doing any of these? I can't remember. We probably screwed that up. All right, so they're going to do a convert action, I believe. Wherever they have an area that has all areas are owned by the bot, they can convert. But that's not necessarily true anywhere. So I guess they don't do that. They don't own it all here. They don't own it all here. They've already... Yeah, this is still already Catholic. So there's no religious dissent there. So I guess they can't do that. So perform the section action on the card instead, which in this case was Papal Curia. So, has Catholic religion? Yes. Is uncontested papal controller? No. Can use excommunication? No. They just gain an extra cardinal and end the turn. Sure. All right, works for me. And now France bot for their first action of the game. Let's see what they do. Spend 2 military or 2 bot power to get an unrest action, which I think will have no effect because they don't have any unrest. Oh, they could place a core in an area where they own everything, and that's what they're going to do. And they're going to pick one. Oops, wrong one. Does Denmark bot still have stuff on the board for claims? Oh, they have the core areas. That's right. Anyway. So they're going to take one of these, and they're going to core all the areas in it. Probably Brittany and Normandy. They could also do Aquitaine or Languedoc. But I think, yeah, this has 4 base tax they would gain as cores. Whereas this just has Avignon and Provence. So that's 3. So that's the core action off the unrest action. And then they end their turn, and it's over to me. I would love to see, before I take my national focus, I would love to see them take this. So maybe I will delay a little bit by recruiting or first trading. Make some money here. There's a pirate ship up here that I really don't like. I would love to build first, but I have very limited. So I'm going to go for the inland trade nodes again. Vienna is a possibility. Saxony, though. Dresden, Berlin, Braunschweig, and Praha. I've got Praha, I've got Berlin, and I think I've got Dresden, plus a merchant, so that's well over 6. Where's Dresden? Dresden's right there. Yeah, so I definitely get the full Saxony here. They've got the full Saxony, which in this case is 11 ducats. That's a nice place to start for a tidy war chest. Now, anybody that has towns adjacent to Saxony can now get some bot power, which unfortunately means that Austria bot gets a couple of bot power. But that was good. That was beneficial. Next up, we're going to Austria. And they're going to flip another Papal Curia action, huh? So they are uncontested Papal controller, not age 1 or 2. So they perform the second action on the card instead. It's interesting that they'd only do Crusades in the first 2 ages, but I guess that's historically they stopped doing Crusades by the time you got to the 1600s. Anyway, so they're going to do whatever the second action is, which is a spy action. So let's remember to... And they also do this. So what are they going to... Who are they going to spy on? They're going to spy on me, aren't they? Oh, no. Crap, where is this? 50? 51. Or 52. 51. Okay. Because France is actually up there. All right. So let's see. Spy action. Select an opponent. Selecting the opponent means they roll a die, because there's nobody at war with them. And a 3 is the highest prestige. So they're selecting me, the bastards. Opponent has 3 or more unrest. No, I only have 2 unrest, so they're going to cause some unrest. Add 2 unrest to opponent's towns, and they're going to do it, of course, in the place that makes it least helpful for me. Core blimey. Those guys make me mad. So mad! Alright. Well, there's nothing I can do about that, except grin and bear it. We're trying to become emperor here. They get a colonize action. Interesting. Yeah, I guess France would have that. We didn't actually give them any boats. We should give them boats according to their 1618 setup. Where do they get boats? Army. They get a Gulf of Leon 1 ship, Bay of Biscay, and then East Atlantic and Northwest Atlantic. Whoops, that should not be coming up. Should be locked down. So Bay of Biscay, Gulf of Leon. And then I think it said Eastern Atlantic and Northwestern Atlantic. Yeah. Great. Anything else on here they should have? Relations with Spain 1 is a royal marriage. Gulp. I don't like them having a royal marriage with Castile. Not cool. A claim in Burgundy, Seine. I don't think we need to do the claim, but they do have a merchant that's out probably in Champagne. I'm going to go with that. All right. So now we're going to figure out the colonize action. I have no idea where it is. It's in here somewhere. There it is. Do they have 2 or more colonists in any colonial... I mean, does this also tell us to put colonial provinces out there? No. Montpellier. Picardy, Toulouse. Is Montpellier here? Yes, that's there. So there's nothing here about distant provinces that I can see. Oh, they get a claim in Canada and New England. They should have claims there. All right, now I think we've set them up correctly. They also start with 2 colonists in the colonist pool. So now I think we've properly done it. And their state religion should also be counter-reformed, which is, yeah, it's about right. Their capital is counter-reformed already, so that's unfortunate for me, for sure. All right, anyway, now we got to figure out how this colonist. So they have 2 colonists, yes, and any colonial claims connected to the capital via a continuous chain of bots, towns, and or ships, yes. Does it have 3 colonists? No. Remove all of bots' colonists from the colonist pool. Ah, it's paying for the extra as part of the colonize action, where it has to pay 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So instead, we're removing all of the colonists and replace the colonial claim with a small town. So they're going to colonize New England. Unacceptable. We will drive them into the sea, says my New England heart. All right. And then they spent all their colonists to do that. And that's their turn. So it's over to me now. And I was able to successfully trade in Saxony last time. So now I have to decide, do I want to try to trade one more time? And I think I do. Because I'm still kind of buying time. I want them to take one of these events so I can see what this is. If this is a square, then I absolutely have to save this spy network in order to replace this guy. But if it's not, I would like to spend it as a spy network. Or, sorry, spend it as a general, really. So we'll trade one more time and hope one of these guys pulls an event. East Indies, Champagne. Yeah, nothing good for me. I could trade in Champagne if we go by the previous ruling. Let me see if somebody answered me in the... I'm on a roll, huh? Yeah. So, looking in the chat, Sag said that they played 6 rounds in about 9 hours. That sounds about right. Got tired of the length of the day. Now, let's see. Brandenburg can trade in this situation. Adjacent. Okay, so I did get confirmation that because we have influence adjacent to the node, I am allowed to trade here. So I think trading wine is going to be pretty valuable, even if we don't own anything over here. 4. I'll take it. I'm giving some bot power to... Giving some bot power to France in this situation. And that's okay, because I'm hoping France gets frisky with Austria at the same time. All right. So thank you to Z Games and Raf in the Discord for helping me out with that. All right. So I did the trade. France got the extra power, but Austria does too, doesn't it? If I trade in Champagne. You know what? I'm not going to trade in Champagne. I'll just take the 2 ducats and not do the trade. So neither France nor Austria gets the bot power. That's better than giving it to both. I just realized that Champagne, I forgot that they picked up Picardy and Artois. So now it's over to Austria. Ooh. Oh, this could be it. This could be the guns of August going off. Let's find out. So, military. They do have a claim. They have a 5 and a 6 over here. They also have a claim 1 on me. So let's see. Hoping for a 5 or a 6. A 4. They don't have a 4 claim out, so I think we skip that. They have a claim 1 and a claim 2 on me. Only a 3 or 4 would miss something on the board. So instead, we're going down this chain to military target chart. Roll for a target. If an NPR, they get to place a free claim. So let's roll and see if they have any luck targeting me or maybe France. A 4 on the chart. Yeah, that's Pazzoni. That's Pazzoni. They already own Pazzoni, so now they have to roll again. A 2 down from Pazzoni to Ragusa. Oh, interesting. So they're going to war with Ragusa itself, and they get a claim as part of that. Oh, they don't have any more claims. Where are their 3 and 4 claims? They got 5, they got 6. They got 1 and 2. Oh, the 4 will actually put them to war against France. But I don't know where their 3 claim is. I must have pulled it off at one point and never put it back. Unless I am blind. Because it's not these, I don't think. That should be 7 and 8. It is 7 and 8. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. They rolled a 4. So I don't have to worry about the 3 claim missing at the moment, but I'm still distressed that I can't find it. Oh, that's right. Those are the occupied tokens that we got rid of. But I don't think it would have wound up in here. Did it get put in one of these by mistake? Nope. Those are sent back to the correct place. All right, well, I'll have to go about putting up some replacement eventually. But for now, the target is in fact France. Target is an opponent, yes. Has Casus Belli, yes, because they have a claim on Bourgogne, and France is right there in Leon. So, do they have 4, less than 4 influence in NPR's area? It's not an NPR, so I don't think that applies. Is the target strength twice the bot strength? No, they're at 14. The bot is at 17. So they declare war on the target. Dun 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 dun. War on the French. Too bad the French couldn't get a diplomacy action going in time. But anyway, that'll take Austria's army a nice long way away from me. I appreciate it. So the war has been declared. Does Austria have any allies? They do have an alliance. It's adjacent, so they would flip that to its active side. And Genoa is now going to join the war. I don't know how that works with bots putting a call to arm. It's right here. And they have 2 influence in there. They do. So they will spend it. And gain 2 bot power when they do so. So that's how they get it. Because it lets them grow their military back up again. Okay. And then from there, the defender targets. Now, I don't think they had any defensive allies here. They had some influence in Scotland, Lombardy, Rhineland, and Svealand. I should probably put that out. Lombardy, Rhineland, and where's Svealand? That's Wallonia. SVEA land. It's an area. Has to be. It's not oh, Svealand is up here. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, France. But France doesn't have any allies, so to be said here. Only that one royal marriage with Spain. If they had time, they could have maybe gotten an alliance with Spain, but not at the moment. So, the war has been declared, and I believe because it was declared against a bot, the bot is going to get 1 bot power, so France is going to get a little bit of strength here. Where is that declaration of war? There it is. Okay. Yes, PRs gain 1 military. The bot gains 1 instead. If the bot has less, then yeah, it would gain some more. If it has any available, it spends 1 to recruit it. So France started with their full manpower, but they do gain 1 bot power from all that. Remove all of your influence from target realms. So because the Austrians declared war, they don't have any influence in the target's realm, so they don't have to worry about that. So then there's no land or naval battles, is there? There's a naval battle right here, actually. That's probably going to be the only naval battle. So let's figure out how it goes. So enemy is a player realm, no. Bot is the attacker, yes. Facing multiple player realms, no. Human player may play applicable battle actions. Humans do not roll any dice. Bots roll 2 dice plus 1 die per adjacent bot ship. So presumably that would be 1 adjacent bot ship. So they're going to roll a total of 3 dice. And it's all blue dice. Looking for cannons. Oh, bad luck there, Austria. Bots score 1 hit. Oh, hang on. Enemy is a player realm. I screwed that up, I think. Yeah, no, it is a bot that it's fighting. So Austria rolled none. Treat every 2 adjacent ports a bot owns and every 2 NPR ships fighting on a bot's side as a cannon roll. So here, Genoa is a double port, right? So that's 1 free cannon shot. And this one doesn't help. 2 adjacent ports and 2 NPR ships. So, yeah, Parma doesn't have anything. So it's just Genoa's double port that's going to do this here. So they've got, Austria has 1 automatic hit. That's what it comes down to. And then France will fight back with 1, 2, 3. 2 hits plus another 2 from Provence. So, sorry, 1 from Provence. So 3 from assign casualties as normal. See main rules. Page 27. See, the bots are fighting each other. I feel like I'm looking at the wrong thing. Should be down here. Bot versus bot, yes. Remove ship of bot that scored the fewest hits. That's what I was looking for. So Austria scored the fewest hits, so it loses its ship. They got 1, France got 3. Resolving bot receives 1 if first battle won this turn, but that's not true. They just lost. And that ends the battle. And so we did naval battle. Does it trigger any land battles? No. Is Austria's army size 2 times... Oh, it also should have raised its army by 9. I believe. Because, yeah, they should have 317 plus, I think they should have had plus 1. So they should have 18 in the end. All right, so they recruited the troops now. Is their army size 2 times the target's strength? No. And do they still have 4 bot power left? Yes, so they're going to spend 2 to finish getting all the bot power they can get. And then their army map on the board? No. Place it in own area closest to enemy. Check for max army capacity. So the own area closest to enemy is probably going to be there. Prefer area with enemy, then closest to enemy of greatest strength. I'm going to say there is no enemy army on the board yet, so they're just going to go to the area where they declared war over the claim of. So Lyon is going to be the target. Triggers land battle? No. End turn. All right, France is at war. And they have invaders, so they're going to trigger defense. They're going to spend 1 and go defend. Any area invaders? Yes. Has 2 or more bot power left and an army in an area where it can siege provinces? No. Army is greater than 2 times the size of invading force? No. No. Army is greater than any invader's force? No. Army deployed in an area where it can siege provinces? No. Army less than 3 units increase. Army... Any area with bots, towns that are occupied and no invaders? No. Wow, I haven't been down this branch before. Because the fact that their army is smaller, 14, compared to 18, means it's going here. And then it rolls a die, okay? So a 4 goes to spy instead? Really? They're not going to challenge because they're not at least equal to or greater than? Is that how I'm reading that correctly? because their army is not greater than any invading force. Their army is not deployed where it can siege provinces. It's already got its 3 units. So it's going to spy and hope that they go ahead and siege it and then move on, and they'll just go counter siege. That's kind of a clever little thing here. So we go to spy, select the opponent they're at war with. Opponent has 3 no, so it's just going to add some unrest to France. Why not the capital area? Why not? And that's going to end the... Oh, wait a minute. This is France's spy action. It's going to put unrest in Austria. Duh. And yeah, I would probably pick that to force the enemy to teleport all the way back home. As much as I don't like that. Gulp. I also don't like all this unrest that I have. I can't do much about it right now, though. It's a pain. Because I really need this, all of my military capacity right now to deal with this. So I guess it's my turn. I've got as much as I can get. I'm going to raise my army. So let's do this one at a time. We're going to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that brings it down to 21. Then if I did another army that's just designed to fight. 2, 4, 6. Well, 11, 17. Do I start all those together? And then maybe I get 1 mercenary in addition to that and put it in my capital to deal with possible rebels. Here. Actually, I don't think I'm allowed to drop a mercenary. I think it has to be a regular unit that goes on the board, which is fine. And where's this army going to raise? Probably here in Bohemia also, so we're right next to our target. Now, I could take some loans. This is the kind of moment when I really should. I'm missing some manpower, am I not? I put 1 on the board. I said 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hang on a tick. That doesn't make any sense. I should have 14. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then 1 more is on the map is 12. 13, 14. That's what I counted, right? This is 8, and 4 is 12. 13, 14, 15. I should have 15 available manpower. I don't know why I did not correct that at the end of the last round, but we've got it now. So that actually means that we can take on 2 more infantry in order to clear that out and not have any extra loans. Yeah, I mean, that's an interesting situation. I think we want them all in 1 army to start. I think we can break them apart into different armies later. But really, we should keep them all in 1 army. And now, I think I will like to take a loan in order to get 1 more infantry. And now I've raised all of my own manpower. Hey, dog. Now I could also get a mercenary just to round out my defenses here for one more loan. And I think I want to do that, which would bring me down to 4. No. Yeah. Because that would have been 8, and then the mercenary cost me 4. So I've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 in my army, which we're only going to have 1 out there. And then I left 1 guy behind here and 1 guy behind here in order to deal with the possible rebel situation. That's a good-sized army. But now, this whole thing is still kind of predicated on Austria going to war here and actually doing something and losing troops and bot power against France. Hell, even if they win against France, they're spending cubes, generally speaking, to do it. All right, so I did my recruitment. It was expensive, but I did it. And then they get a spy action, which they're going to use against France. It's a counter-spy. Ha-ha, ha-ha. So in this case, does France have at least 3 unrest? The answer is no. So they're going to add 2 unrest. So we're going to go back to that original plan that would have happened here. All right. Good job, Austria. Now France is up. And France is still in a defend action. So I think we're going to see the same thing. Oh, hang on. Meh. Wrong. What's actually going to happen here is that Austria is going to siege Lyon. It's not going to do a spy action at all. I can't believe I always forget that. It's really frustrating. All right. So that did cost them 2 bot power. It would have been the same as when we pulled that card. So now we've got another defend action from France. So, and for some reason, you know, these should be zeroed out. That will make it easier for me to remember. So another defend action from France. And it's the same situation. Any area with invaders, yes. And its army is not twice as big as the invading force. It doesn't have any additional manpower. Its army is not greater than or equal to any invading force. So it's going to go all the way down to here and roll the die again. A 6 this time. Does it have 2 or more bot power? Yes. And then any area with enemy towns where army would not trigger a battle, which is adjacent by land or connected via naval bridge to bot's realm, yes. Place army in such area with the highest total tax value of enemy towns. Check for max army capacity. Interesting. Where army would not trigger a battle, which would be adjacent by land. Okay, so its army gets to be placed, and I think we need to go ahead and scale it down a little bit to make it fit well. So it's going to maneuver around the Austrian army, and I think it's going to go to the place that has the most tax. Is that what I read there? Highest total tax value of enemy towns. So that's definitely here. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 towns here plus the ally. And the other ones that are adjacent are here and here. And here, but it had to choose without bots units, right? That would not trigger a battle. That was part of the trigger. So it's ready to start sieging down. So Austria is going to come out here and do a battle, it looks like. And I can only hope that France does a lot of damage in return. They both have, you know, lots of capability. Austria says, yes, thank you, Saj. NPR would trigger battle. You're right, so they can't go there. So then it would probably be Paris. Because this is 2 and this is 2. It would make sense that it would pick Paris then. Okay, so it put itself in Paris to siege down Picardy and Artois. All right. And then that is going to end its turn back to me. And I am about as prepared as you can get. I wonder if I shouldn't have got 1 more mercenary last time. No. No, let's hold on to some money in case we have to do the rebel nonsense and not get more loans. So I think what I'm going to do is spend, what is it, 2 diplomatic power to get a claim? Forge a claim? Fabricate claim. You must be at peace. May be placed only in realms adjacent to your realm. May not place claims on areas where you own all provinces or have a claim. So yeah, I just spend 2. I only want the 1. You know what? Is there a reason to hold on to this diplomatic power? No, I want 2 claims, because if I can capture 2 things, then I want to be able to, you know, take them all. And it has to go to 2 different places, apparently. Let's put this in Austria proper. Yeah. Maybe we can get this and 2 of these out of this deal if we can siege enough. So we'll just dynamically split this army if we don't have to fight anything. But if we do, we'll keep it together. Splitting it would be great, because Logistics Matter can let us go send an army here and an army here, and the turn after we can siege down everything without spending any more moves. We're only able to do 5 tax worth, so hopefully... Yeah, I should just keep the army together in the end. Because I can do 5 tax worth here. Which suggests maybe I shouldn't bother with the second claim. Because I need to occupy the capital, is what it comes down to. So yeah, let's hold on to the Diplo power. I'm probably going to want it later. So we'll just do the 1 claim instead of 2. All right. Austria is going to defend because there's an area with invaders, quote unquote. So any area with invaders, yes. Do they have 2 or more bot power and an army in an area where it can siege provinces? No. Is their army 2 times the size of the invading force? No. Can it raise more troops? No. Is their army greater than any invader's force? Yes. Is their army on the map? Yes. Invaders in any area where bots' maximum army capacity is greater than the invading force. Well, maximum army capacity is unlimited, so I guess, yeah. Place army in the area with the largest invading force that qualifies. Check for MAC 2. Adjust unit availability in the board. I mean, it just moves there and has unlimited, so that's all. And a battle commences! Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. So, Austria fires 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wow, bad luck for Austria. Only got 1 hit. And meanwhile, France fires back. With 3 hits against Austria. Yes, that's what we want to see. And Austria fires back again. Still only 1 hit. Wow. And here comes France. Another 4 hits for France. Oof. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Austria. 3 hits that time. Okay. And France, come on, hit back hard. Can you borrow my Austria rolls for tomorrow? Sure. 1, 2, 3 hits against Austria. And then Austria fires again. Still only 1 hit. Holy cow, France is really killing it here. This could really be the end of Austria if France gets a big hit. 2 infantry. All right, Austria again. Oh my god, Austria is missing so many. It's a 50-50 roll, and they only get 1 out of 6. That is poor. France, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And France gets the even roll again with 3. And it looks like France is now definitely going to win. Austria can only hit 3 times, and they only got 2. And France is firing back and can get up to 6. Blue Bob to the rescue. Yeah, you're right. 1, 2. All right, Austria's final shot. And it can potentially get 1 hit. Now it rolls 5, even though it can only get 1. Whew, boy. And France fires back. And it only needs 1. Yep, it got it. Austria's army is wiped out. They went to defend and they lost. They do not gain bot power. Nobody does. Wow. So that was the defend action that caused them to be placed, which led to the land battle, which led to the end turn. So it's France's turn now. And France is just going to siege. It's going to spend 2 bot power to siege down the 2 Austrian areas. And then it's back to me. I don't want to declare war just yet. I want them to be at 5. That's ideal. But if they're at 6 or 4, I'll take that also. But 8 is too far off. So what can I do in the meantime? I could put out the spy network, or if I'm going to call my allies, I better solidify my diplomatic situation. By which I mean I need to put some extra influence in this elector area so that when I call these allies to war, I will still have this extra influence there. So that was my turn. And then we're back to Denmark bot, and Denmark bot is going to do a defend action again. Area with invaders, yes. Has 2 and can siege, no. Is their army, no. Do they have 2 or more and can res? Yes. So they're going to raise 9. I'm sorry, we should leave 9 up here, actually. All right. So they do that. Is their army 2 times the size of any invading force? Now it is, because France only has 4. Is the army on the map? No. Any areas where bots, towns where army would not trigger a battle? Yes. Place army in own area without hostile units. Prefer area with the highest tax value of own towns that are occupied by enemies. Then own capital area. Holy moly, it gets to place all the way over the capital area. Interesting. Defend definitely works different from military. So I have to hope that that gets moved and placed, and I think it will. Place army in the area with the largest invading force that qualifies. That would only happen if the army was on the map. It'll teleport over there. So that's good. I want it to teleport. I need to give myself 1 more turn for it to teleport. So maybe I take a free recruit action with my declaration of war to recruit the new troops, the allies? Maybe I don't even need to. I might not need these allies. I might not want to waste the influence. Anyway, France is up first. France does have a defend action because of this. And this time, any area with invaders, no. Army deployed in an area where it can siege, no. Any area with bots, towns that are occupied and no invaders, yes. Place army in own area under those conditions. So it's not going to raise troops, even though it's pretty weak, unfortunately. Unless I'm missing something. That appears to be the case. It won't raise troops unless there's invaders involved. So it's just ready to have its army get stomped. And then it's back around to me, and I've got to kill some more time. This would kill Austria's stuff. I want to do this after the war is started, after I get involved. Ooh, that's awful. All players with constitutional monarchy idea. Oh, all players must choose. These are all bad. Ugh, I don't like it. Disputed succession is not one that really helps me either. I want to take this right after war has started. All right, you want to leave? Go ahead. I know it's hot in here. There we go. Which means, do I want to start the war now while they've got 6? I think so. I think this is the moment to declare war. Unfortunately, their stupid army is right there. Now, it's only 9 guys, but still, I'm not happy about that at all. I guess I could get my move back if I do this. Now I've got very good dice. And I've got a mercenary that can take a hit, so we'll declare war. Let's see, do they have any? They have an active ally already, so they've already claimed that. I'll probably claim one of my allies, probably the Netherlands, and get a bunch of free guys there. And the Netherlands will also give me a military power. That's the other reason to do all these. Yeah. So I need to take 2 from here and 2 from here. Although I think I might have to take the other 2, and I don't want to do that. Yeah. I can't flip both of them. I can only flip 1 and still have 2 influence here, which I need the 2 influence there. I can get my Polish ally as well, which would give me a 3rd military power. I lose the influence, and if we have disloyal vassals here, that would be a problem. We don't have to put disloyal vassals visible. Gulp. Okay. Let's do it then. Oh, boy. This is concerning. So what do I get? I get 1, 2, 3 military power. Having allies is awesome. Free military power is great. It's so much better than annexing those allies in a lot of ways, as long as they're adjacent to your opponent. And now I get 3, 7, 8 allies that I can potentially recruit. All right, so they all go to my available pool. Let's make them nice and neat. All right. There. So I should have, I guess, not wasted one of my things on this, but do I want to move in or do I want to... I think I want to recruit first. I don't think I want to move in just yet. So Austria does gain 1 of these. They have no allies to call. All right. In this case, I'm going to... Allies cannot be placed on the map, right? All right. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop 1 extra ally here in Bohemia, just because I have extra guys. So let's not take risks. Then I'm just going to reorganize this army because these guys can all come in as infantry. I wonder if an allied army has to have... Maybe we give them 1 artillery as well. So this would cost me 4, I believe. If you buy ally cavalry, it actually costs 3 each. So we're just going to not buy cavalry for that guy. That's fine. Oh, but if we want any, we're going to keep the artillery here. I take it back. I think that might be better for us. So this is just a completely allied army. I think that's legal. Although I could put it here, in which case I could hoover up this guy, and now it's not a completely allied army, technically. It's a backup army, is what it is. But I have no extra manpower to deal with. But that was my recruit action, so now it's over to Austria. I didn't attack them, so that now, hopefully, their defend wrath is going to go against France and not against me. So they spend the 1 and trigger defend. Any areas with invaders, yes. France is right here. Do they have 2 or more bot power left and army in area where it can siege provinces? No. Is their army 2 times the size of the invading force? No. So they're going to spend 2 to recruit 9 units. So they go to 18 by spending 2. And then, is their army... I didn't actually put my war out, did I? Should put that on the capital. Boop. And now let's see, where are they? Army is on the map, yes. Invaders in areas where bots' maximum army capacity is greater than invading force, yes. Place army in the areas with the largest invading force that qualifies. So they just immediately teleport over to here. Stop it. Stop falling over. Oh my god. Stop it. There we go. And there's a battle. Dun, 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 dun. It's going to be a much faster battle because France only has 4 military units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here's Austria's attack. They got 2. And then here is France's attack back. And they got 2. All right, and then let's see. What do I need to force a bot to peace? Partial victory of a bot somehow. That's what I want to find out. My deployed land units have to outnumber the total number of rebels in my areas plus any deployed enemy land units. So I want Austria's army to be as small as possible, but I think I already outnumber their army. So I've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I'm definitely going to outnumber their army. So I will be able to enforce a partial victory here if I can start sieging a bunch of stuff down, which is going to be hopefully good. So let's continue the battle. Sorry, I didn't finish it, did I? No. Austria, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I went on a different thought thread there. 1, 2. There goes France's army. And France fires back. And they can only get 2 hits max. And wow, they got 4, but they can only get 2. Now, the result is France's army comes off the board, right? Scale it down because it's weaker. No, scale it down because it's getting in the way. All right, so good job, Austria. They have a bunch of unrest, and we hope to make it worse. One would hope here. So, gulp. Because the bot won't surrender, will it? So now we go to France. And France has a defend action too. It just keeps defending back and forth. Any areas with invaders? Yes. Has 2 or more bot power left and an army in an area where it can siege provinces? No. Is their army 2 times? No. Yes, it'll spend to generate 9. And it should be 14, so 9 gives us 5 left. And it has to spend 2 to do that. Oops, wrong things. Wrong things. All right, so it spends 2 to do that. And so it does this chain. Now is their army 2 times the size of the invading force? No. Does it have 2 left? Yeah, it'll raise the rest, I think, here. So France has used up all its bot power. Is army on the map? No. Pick a spot where, with bots towns, where the army would not trigger a battle, and place the army in its own area without hostile units. Prefer area with the highest tax value of own towns that are occupied by enemies. So it will place it... No, it'll just place in the capital, I think. Because he can't place here without a battle. Yep, own capital area is where it goes in the end. All right, then it comes back to me. And you know what? I forgot to give Austria the point for winning the battle. But I think I trigger this. Or France will do it for me. You know what? No, I'm not going to do that. France has to take an event. Austria has a defend action. If I go in here, it will teleport and fight me. I don't want it to. Can I stall? Gulp. Ooh, I can change national focus. I haven't done that yet. But the reason has been because I wanted to find out if I'd have to pull a card. Otherwise, I really wanted to take advantage of Logistics Master. Oh, I've already made them a general, haven't I? All right, all right, all right. So we'll change national focus. We'll move one over to military power. And we're going to throw away 2 cards so that we can pull 1 card. Actually, these are not there yet. And we were thinking we would pull a card that had a leader on it just in case. But I could go with an interregnum if I absolutely had to. I think I want this card. Because I want the... I have to pay, what, 2 ducats? That's probably not worth it, but I think I have to pay 2 ducats. Where's it? 3? I think it's 2 plus an admin power in this case. Yes, to take the specific card that I want, I have to pay 2 ducats, so I take another loan. Man, I just gotten rid of all those loans. And then I have to pay 1 more admin power. But now I've got this guy. I can appoint him if I need to, or I can use him to... the ruler doesn't have it. I can't actually use the card. Huh, it's fun. Fun it is, fun. All right, and then I changed my national focus to put an extra thing over there, and I've successfully stalled. So let's see what Austria bot is going to do. Now, Austria bot has town that it has occupied. So, but I don't think... oh, no, Austria bot is going to do a defend action because its towns have been occupied. That's right. So, any areas with invaders? Answer is yes. Can it siege where it is? No, right? No, not here. It's already sieged where it is. Is their army twice the size of the invading force? No. It does have 2 left. By the way, defend action could cost 1. And then they do 2 more to raise the last 4 guys. And then it comes back around and their army is greater than any invader's force. Yes. Yes, this time it definitely is. So is the army on the map? Yes. Yes. It's placed there and we have another big battle. The Austrian army comes out 1 more time. It sallies 4th. And now we have to figure this out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3 hits onto France. And then back from France. Ooh, 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. Coming back from Austria. Round 2, fight! 2 hits to France. France coming back. One, two, three, 4. Yikes. All right, Austria again. I don't know if I did those in the right order, but 1, 2, 2 hits on France. And then France coming back again. These dice seem to be cursed against Austria, which is brilliant for me. Only 2 hits that time. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for Austria. 2 hits. And France coming back. I think 1, 2, 3 hits. I think in the future, as long as they have at least 12, I'm just going to roll 12 at a time, 12 dice at a time instead of 6 at a time. And just count that as for 2 rounds. All right, and then France. Oh, no, this is Austria. I just did. There we go. So no hits. 1 hit, sorry, for France. And now we're coming back from Austria. Boy, I feel like I definitely screwed up the order of these things, and I might have given somebody a double roll, but it is what it is. All right, and Austria again. Oof, they got 3 hits. They actually got 4 hits, but they only have 3 guys left. So here's France. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They could knock them out here if they get 3. They only got 2! Oh my god, it's down to the wire! 1 to 1! They're going to wipe each other out? Almost certainly, right? Yep, there's Austria wiping out France. And France wiping out Austria. Okay. It's not easier to do that. Okay, anyway. So no bots left at the end of that. Any bot has units remaining? No. End battle. No victor, I don't think. So that was Austria's attack, and both armies are destroyed. And I'm ready to come sailing in and do some sieging. Unfortunately, I won't have a lot of time, which is why Logistics Master is very important. Is there a limit to how many sieges I can do with a single siege action? If there is, I'm going to be very sad. No, I just have to pay more, I think. Okay, so France's turn is now going to... Oh, a 2. Oh, no, not a 2. Pick the second from the left. I wanted you to pick Austria's event, France. Come on. You had a very good chance of picking Austria's event. You picked this one instead. Everybody has to choose this. Well, let's pick France first. France is going to have to, for every full 10D of tax income, you must pay 2 or lose 1, which causes an unrest, potentially. Or add unrest to 5 of your local non-core provinces. Replace them with vassals. So I think France is just going to get 1 unrest as a result of this. They get to choose. And I get to choose 2. I must pay 2 admin power or lose 1 stability twice. Well, I can't do either of those things. God, why did you have to pick this one? Oh, 5 of your towns on non-core provinces, or replace them. 5? 5? All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I get. Jesus, that's terrible. All right, I'm just going to go siege everything up here. And, you know, keep current board state. They give me a bunch of ducats, and I'll get to become emperor. I don't know that I'll have the time to siege everything, but we'll try. We'll see what happens. Oh, you know what? I'll have two turns to siege. No, I have to spend 1 turn moving and then 1 turn sieging. So we'll see. Because you can only siege 1 area per activation. All right. Anyways, now the Austrians also are going to pick A. Oh, actually, France would have to take it twice. Yeah. And Austria is going to have to take it twice also. Oh, you lose 1 stability anyway. God. That's awful. But losing stability for the boss just means 1 unrest, which is kind of garbage time. Like, yeah. Losing just is gain 1 unrest per step you lose. It's dumb. Anyway, Austria has 1, 2, 3. They get to take 3 unrest, actually. All right, and now we got to do the bottom, which is farging rebels. Holy crap. France, why? Why, France? This was so awful. Because I can't defend these guys. Those guys are going to be rebels, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oh, I got to get extra lucky there. All right, anyway, France rolls 1 die because they chose this card. And they lose 1 bot power that they don't have. So I don't know. I guess if they don't have any, they don't lose anything. It is what it is. And then I've got to go. So the worst thing is the Saxony. Let's see. See, this is where I would like to be able to re-roll a rebel die. All right, 1, 2, 3. Okay, come on, no 6s, please. No whammies, no whammies. Oh, thank God. I lose my 1 administrative power, and I'm sad about it, but I also clear 1. That's not a core. If I lose one of those towns, they break away. That's a pain in the butt. All right, at least I have armies in these other areas. So here's the capital. 1, 2. 1 rebellion, and I gotta lose another. I needed that. So there's 1 rebel pops up, and I gotta roll 1, 2, 3. As long as I get a single hit, which I do. The rebel then rolls 1, 2, 3. And it doesn't get a hit. Okay, I'm getting luckier now. But now we've got 4 unrest here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta lose another monarch power, a manpower. You gotta be kidding me. All right, we'll lose this manpower. And then, what was the other one there? Monarch power and rebellion. Decadent government is really pissing people off. So that is the scroll guy. So that's this guy. 1, 2, 3. All right, so we killed the 1 rebel, and the rebel fires back. And he does 1 hit against this. We'll take it on the mercenary. Excellent. Now we don't have to pay the mercenary. Beautiful. Okay. Gulp. And now Austria has to deal with rebels. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they've got at least 5. So they've got 1 monarch power. They lose 2 unrest, and they have 1 rebellion. So where are they going to lose unrest? Probably. They can do it there, actually. Technically, the jerks. We'll do it there and there. And then there's a rebellion that they can't do anything about, and they get to make it as nice as possible for themselves. So they're going to put it there, which means Austria has that there. Excuse me. And I think that's it, finally. And then a cardinal dies, so one of these guys dies. Doesn't really matter which one. And then O's take losses, but none here. All right, now, was this worth waiting for? Edict of Postum. Welcome Protestant refugees. Brandenburg/Prussia loses a stability and 3 ducats, permanently gains 2 manpower, and may develop a small town into a large town. If their state religion is Protestant, they gain 1 prestige. If not, they gain 3 rebels. That's a fantastic leader, though. Holy wow. We cannot afford this. Brandenburg, Prussia gains 2 admin power, and if their state religion is Protestant, they lose 2. Wow. I hate this. I hate everything about this. I don't want to lose 2 prestige. But I also don't want to lose 3 ducats and a stability, but I guess it is what it is. All right. Thanks, Austria. You jerks. These guys are out of it. And France is going to take their crack at the event pie right now. A 4 is an opponent's event revealed. Yes, pick the event, and they gain 1 bot power from it. Oh, which opponent's event is revealed? Huh. I guess when you're choosing opponents, they have to roll the die and see which opponent they choose. In this case, a 2 means they pick the opponent with the highest prestige and not the highest tax income, which means they're going to pick me and do mine. Well, I guess that makes it easy for my choice. Jerks. So Brandenburg, Prussia gains 2 admin power, and then we lose 2 prestige. But at least we didn't lose stability. And now this is an 8, and this leader is a 9, so we're definitely going to take this leader. Thank you, Friedrich Wilhelm. You will be remembered. So I got an excess of military power that's going to carry over here, which is not bad. Okay, so they've both taken the event. I'm not going to take my event yet. Instead, I'm going to play Logistics Master. Does that make sense to do now? Activate 2 of your army. Yes, because I need to move 2 armies. So 1 army, I have to go siege the capital. I'd love to go siege this, but instead I have to siege the capital. So this is going to move in on the capital, where my claim is. And resolve battles after completing all movement, ignore mountain or border limits. So, yes. And now the other army is going to split, and some of them are going to Saxony, and some of them are staying there. This army is going to go and defend Saxony, which is going to have some uprisings later on. Yes. That is the way forward. So Logistics Master is done. And Austria is now going to pass and gain some bot power. But it is too late. I've seen everything. And then France is going to pass and gain bot power because they have no bot power left. Or, wait a minute. Actually, they defend, don't they? Yeah, defending happens. I'm sorry. I think defend. Yeah, thank you, Saj. And yet, I think I still have to do this. Gulp. Because the good news is they're going to defend by spending their last power, which means they're not going to have enough to raise an army. Any area with invaders? Yes. No. 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 Oh, they get free. They get to raise 3 free troops. That's right. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then any area with bots, towns that are occupied, and no invaders. The answer is actually yes, I think. And that's in Paris here, in the Seine area. Stop falling over. Hang on. All right, but they're going to have to pass next time because they've got 0. Place the army in own area without hostile units. Prefer area with the highest tax value of own things that are occupied by enemy. Okay. Then it goes to end turn. Then it goes to France, and France is also going to defend, which might trigger a battle, actually, which France might win. But this is another... I'm going to actually get to siege down multiple things. So now knowing that, do I still want to do this? I would rather take more territory. I would get extra turns. I don't think I can leave allies behind is the problem. Which means I'd have to split up this army. Yeah, I don't have the... I'm just going to stick to the plan. Just in case. No, there is no just in case. I don't have another army is the problem. These armies are both made up of allies, so I can't put them there. They become rebels. So what I can do... is say... Oh, you know what? I don't need to worry about Brandenburg defending itself. Because if the rebels take those towns, it sucks, but it's not the end of the world. These are the 2 areas I absolutely have to defend. Which kind of makes me want to drop 1 more guy here, just in case. Bohemia, have to defend it. So this army, Army 2, which does have those guys in it. When they moved, were they in the same area? Could they have merged or split with our main army here? They were both in here, were they not? No, I raised one of them in Brandenburg, I think. Jeez, I wish I could remember. I need to roll back about the event anyway? Nah. Nah, dog. The event's fine. Because it would have resulted in the same thing, basically. Just a slightly different order. Because the event didn't cost him much. Let's think. Yeah, we're just going to use regular infantry here, but we're going to try at least put enough in that army. Yeah, that's the one that stays there. That's fine. I lost a turn. I don't think so. Oh, you're saying... no, because I just had them defend this turn instead of doing... They should have defended and then did the event. They did the event and then defended. And they're going to fight each other. They did fight each other? They tried to fight each other, but didn't succeed. So now it's my turn with this situation on the board. And we're definitely going to siege. And we're going to siege everything in the capital here, which means we get to have to pay for 1 cannon, 1 cannon, and 1 other thing. So 3, 1, 2, 3. And then we get to put 2 large towns and a small town on top of this. So there we go. That was our siege. Now Austria passes. Now France passes. And they still get their little +2, +1. I get one more turn, and we're going to siege some stuff in here. We can siege 2 tacks worth of stuff before the end. So we can go ahead and grab 2 of these. And do that. And technically, Austria should have 3 small and 2 large blocked off here. And then they actually have another 2 for the ones in the same that are blocked off. Right? And France should have 1 large blocked off that's occupied. Now, those cubes are probably going to go away during peace resolutions here and such. But, okay. And then it comes back around to me, and I have to pick an event. So disputed succession is dumb. Did I take my... I don't think I took my prestige loss from that other card that they forced on me. This one, right? Yeah. I needed to lose 2 prestige for that. And I don't think I did. So of these, I would probably want to take the one with the attrition symbol on it. All Prayer Realms at war except me lose 4 deployed land units as casualties. 1 for every 4. Yeah, if I don't take this one, my army's going to get decimated, and I don't want to do that. So I will take this and gain 4 ducats. You said I already did do the 2 prestige? I don't remember doing the 2 prestige, but I'll take your word for it, Satch. I'm happy to take your word for it on getting 2 prestige back. France took 2 events? How am I so screwed up? This should be simple. There's only 3 things. Anyway. I'm not going to mess with it now. It's too late. I've seen everything. So let's take the 4. And we'll use that pay off 1 loan as a minor action before our event is over. So take a free declare war action targeting only one of the realms that has at least 1. I mean, I'm just going to do the, I don't know, a royal marriage over here. It's just going to flip back over with no effect because I'm the only one who has a royal marriage there. And the target is adjacent to my realm, which does give me 2 military cubes, so that's good. And then I got to do the consequences at the bottom. So all other player realms have to lose deployed units, but they don't because their army's already decimated. And mine does not. And then, oh, look at the DNPR of the Netherlands has expanded. All right, and then pluses take damage. And then that's done. And then we have to deal with this nonsense, which is nothing because it has nothing on the bottom of it. Okay. Now, let's examine the snarling tangles that is the peace process in this Pacific War. So first, remove cast spelly truces, no NPR invasions, no rebels. So we go to peace resolution, starting with the first player, which is the Emperor. I guess it doesn't really matter which piece they start with, but first they look and say automatic white piece, yes or no. There's no automatic white piece. Have they achieved a total victory against an NPR enemy? No. At war with a human player? Yes. The enemy does not surrender. Is Austria... the Allies could invade? You think? I don't know if NPR allies can invade. Active allies? I thought it was only regular NPRs. Huh. NPR is at war with any player realms. The player may face an invasion from that NPR. No, but the requirement is the NPR is not an active ally of any player realm. Yeah. Active allies don't invade. They already give you the manpower for you to use it offensively, and any defensive manpower that they have. Oh. Austria should have one more missing, actually, but it's too annoying. Okay. So anyway, back to here. I'm not surrendering. Their army is not more than twice my size. Tax value of enemies de jure provinces occupied by bot is greater than that of occupied by enemy. No. Bot offers white peace. No. No peace concluded goes back around. Now, let's look at that at war with another bot. Is their army greater than the enemy's army? It actually is, because it had one power left. Is the tax value of enemies occupied by Austria greater than the tax value of their own stuff occupied by France? It's actually a tie, 2-2. So the answer to that is no. Do they have 2 or more unrest in areas without claims? Yes. The bot offers white peace. Now, will France accept it? Enemy bots accept if they cannot enforce peace and have 2 or more unrest in areas where they do not have claims. I think this chain is going to be identical-ish to for France, but let's see. So we're here with Austria, but now we have to find out if France can enforce a peace or not. I don't think so. At war with a bot, army is greater than enemy's bot. No. Tax value of enemy's provinces occupied by bot is equal. So bot offers keep peace on current state board terms. So no, it can't enforce peace. It's just offering a peace term. So the answer is enemy bots accept if they cannot enforce a peace and have 2 or more unrest in areas where they do not have claims. So does France have 2 or more unrest where they have claims? Yes. So it looks like they're both piecing out. Austria offers white peace. France accepts. Return all provinces to lawful owners. End war. Bots lose 1 prestige each. So these 2 come back to France. And this one comes back to Austria. And now Austria should have 2 large and 1, 2, 3, 4 small occupied under that condition. And then that goes all the way, geez, I can't hardly follow these lines, to if enemy still exists, flip war token to their truce side. So yes, the truce now is enabled. Player realms on both sides may add claims where they have lost stuff. Remove bot's claims from areas where bot now owns all provinces. No. Any remaining wars to resolve? No. So then it comes around to me, and we have to determine what I've got. And what I've got is something good, I think. Maybe. So, I don't have total victory, because I would have to occupy every single de jure province, and this enemy has no deployed land use remaining. So that's not true. Do I have a partial victory? Against a bot enemy, my deployed land units must outnumber the total number of rebels and any deployed enemy land units. That is definitely true. I definitely have more than the 3 that he has. So I now have partial victory. So with partial victory, I'll pull this up so you can take a look at it, because it does add, you can see here, partial victory at the bottom has these specific things. So apart from full annexation, I can enforce any set of peace terms. So what we're probably going to want to do is keep current board state. We could also humiliate them. But before any of this has happened, I'm about to take the capital, the emperorship. But give me a second. All occupied provinces must be returned to their lawful owners. The victor scores prestige equal to 2 times the tax value of the provinces returned to the loser, maximum 10. Oh, if I had taken some provinces that weren't cores to Austria, I could have liberated them. In fact, I think I did take that, but I still might want to. Anyway, I'm going to get prestige in other ways. I want clay. So I think we're going to do keep current board state. Occupied capitals must be returned to their lawful owners, who must pay a ransom of 10 ducats to the occupier. So, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And that means the bot has to lose 1 bot power. Perfect. And now, well, I give him back his capital. Sad times. Okay. Now, apart from capitals, occupiers on both sides keep all provinces they currently occupy. However, the victor, in place of keeping provinces, may instead exchange any of the provinces from provinces for any provinces of equal tax value. So if Austria had taken some of mine, I could say, okay, I'm taking mine back, you take yours back. Return any of these provinces and demand that the loser pay 3 ducats of tax value per province return. No, I'm keeping them. I'm keeping them. Discarding a claim, then remove 2 unrest. Yeah. Because the other options here that I have, vassalization is not possible against a bot. I don't think. Actually, I don't think. Yeah, loser must be an NPR. That's what I thought. Yeah, this is it. This is it. We now just get to take all the stuff. Occupy all the kingdoms. Yoink. Yoink. Hey, Bavaria, welcome to the Cool Club. So the good news is there's a nice truce between us for the last round. They can't even fight to get their stuff back. The bad news is I'm going to have to deal with a crap ton of rebels real soon. Exceptional year will be quite handy next turn. All right. And then I think we flip over the war to truce. And we're done with that peace resolution. Let's look at the aftermath. Player realms at peace must move units to nearest friendly area. So in this case, my army... Yeah, this is technically friendly. Technically friendly! So I get to stay here and deal with my unrest. Let's see. Player realms at peace flip their active allies back. Yeah, that's what I got to do. Done. And then prestige penalties. If anybody's still occupied, then that applies. Religious dissent. I don't think I have any religious... Oh, I do. Here's an area with religious dissent for me. But they're already as unresty as you can get. So I think that means that I don't have any religious dissent. Now, what about the bots? Austria does have religious dissent somewhere, right? Yes. How about Münster? Oh, that's Munich. You're right. Austria does lose 1. Yes, thank you for occupied town. Good point. Area adjacent to any of your core provinces. Own 2 or more provinces that are not among your core provinces. That's weird. This is like a very... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. Jesus. So I can trigger this after I become the emperor. So there. So I'm going to do that before we go too much farther here. So religious dissent for Austria, flipped that. Is there any religious dissent for France? No. Everything for France is Catholic. So before we go further, I'm going to claim the emperor title. Technically, I think this happened earlier. It's not a real big deal because it doesn't change anything until we get to the end of the round. But now look at me. I am the emperor now. Now, does that mean I get to reset the Imperial? Okay. If Brandenburg at the start of phase 3, which is technically before the peace process, but has more influence than all bots combined in all of the elector areas, with NPR provinces remaining. While simultaneously occupying Vienna, they may choose to immediately become the new emperor. Now, the normal rules when you become elected is that imperial authority resets to 3. And I think that's what should happen here. Because technically, I think what is supposed to be happening there is an election. And then, because I became emperor, I get 3 influence, and then I get to increase imperial authority by 1. By the way, I completely annexed Bohemia, so the maximum number of imperial authority has gone down. So I think instead I am going to gain... Oh, I see what I need to do here. This is just gone. I think the number of papal spots is actually equal to the number of Catholic realms, which means this one is open, actually. Anyhow, if that goes back to 3 because I just elected myself emperor, I get 3 prestige to 54. And that is complete, and I gain 1 stability. I'll take it. And then, state religion is counter-reformed or Protestant. Check. There are 4 or more elector areas that have the same religion as me. Check. I have maximum of 3 towns in elector areas are owned by opponents of a different state religion. Check. Only 1 town, 2 towns are owned by opponents in elector areas total. Because Saxony is all me, Brandenburg is all me, and then these 2 I have more influence than all other opponents combined. So, that is a success. 4 more. Foie gras! Alright, and then I gain 2 imperial authority. That's right. My authority is unmatched. Oh. This is going to go on the board after. Alrighty then. So now I've triggered that, gained the benefits, and throw it to the side. Have I done any of these cool milestones? I don't have cores. I don't think I have a total combined military and naval maintenance expenses of 20 or more ducats. I'll pay attention, but I don't think this is 20 or more. If I had a bunch of boats out there, maybe. 9, 10. I have 11, 12, 13, 14. No, not quite. 14 total. Anyway, next up, we did religious dissent. Now we have to gain or remove unrest. Everybody's at peace, so no unrest is added. Nobody has good enough stability, so we roll rebel dice. This is where I get very sad again. Okay, Brandenburg, here's your 2. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Stop. What? They're both occupied. Oh, no. Oh, God. We weren't paying attention. And the capital region has been overrun by peasants. Oh, no. All right. Here is Saxony now has 2. Ugh. 2 ducats and a cube. And then, what else do we have? A couple more areas to do. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 in Bohemia. Ooh. All right, we remove 1 unrest, lost some ducats, and another power. But we get to flip one of these over. And then next up is Bavaria. We got 2 there. Rebellion, and I lose that. Shouldn't that have been there already? Yeah, I'll take 1 out of this army. It's fine. And then the rebellion is going to be crushed with at least one hit. Question, where is that happening? We said that was going to be Saxony? Saxony doesn't get a hit. Screw you, Saxony. And he hits back 1, killing one of our allies. So now Saxony fires again. Come on, we just need 1 hit, Saxony. Come on. Seriously? Oh my god. This rebel is kicking your ass, Army of Saxony. What the hell? There it is. Holy moly. All right. And does he kill the last ally? It's not going to matter. The ally's going to go away. I just want to see how good this guy is. It's flipping William Wallace over here. Jesus. All right. What happens next? Actually, that was Bavaria, wasn't it? We didn't have anything bad happen in Saxony. So really, we should have lost 3 out of Bavaria. And we did get a cavalry early on, but it's much more fun, and the allies are all going away anyway, to think of it that way. Now we got to do here. So 2 dice for the main army. Oh, 4. So that's enough for our rebel dice. Jesus. All right. The Austrians get 1, 2, 3 total. Oh, that's actually not bad. They lose 1 monarch power, and 1 of those gets better. Should maybe be this one. Check. And now France has 2 unrest from a spy action earlier on, I think. They lose 1 monarch power. All right, rebel phase over. Rebel phase gets really long when you have a big set of wars and stuff. All right, let's check our income, because I think it's real good. So we have 29, 30. Damn, we're just short of getting an extra income. Anyways, 30 from our tax. Shouldn't we have lost a stability from one of those things? Did I forget to move it? Oh, I gained 1 back. That's right. So 30, 32, 34, and then 36 when you add the extra 2 per 10 base tax. So 36 is my total income. And then minus 3 is 33. Minus 8 is 25. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13. So 25 minus 13 leaves us with 12 left. So we go to 15 total. That's a lot of military dudes now. That's hurting our income there. But you know, we got a lot of unrest to deal with. Holy moly. On the final round. I mean, I might be able to get this one just by spending a bunch of money next turn. I don't think I'm going to be able to get this one. I only managed to get 1 core on the board, and I don't have any cards currently. So I'm just going to try to find some missions and try to get as much prestige from those as possible next turn. Now, that was my income. Now we're collecting monarch power. I should have slid this guy in there, but instead it's fine. I get 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I'm going to get 6 Diplo power. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 military power. All right. So that's me. The bots are going to get their 8. Oh, hang on a tick. I get an extra 5 tax for my Imperial levy. Beautiful. But I don't think Imperial tax counts as a base tax. And then I do get some extra diplomatic and military power. thanks to that. And in order to take it, though, I'm going to need to take back some cubes. This one here, maybe. Technically, that doesn't come off until later, though. Gosh, that's annoying. So then I got to take a cube off the map somewhere. Probably here in Saxony's fine. All right. So we've done my Imperial benefit. The Austrians don't get it anymore. They're stuck at 8. They do get the benefit for being in control of the Curia. And France just gets stuck at 8. Emperor receives extra stuff. Yes. Score prestige from other things. Clean up. Allied units and armies. Well, Allied units should have gone away. Wait, should the Allied units have gone away at the end of the war? Oh, no. Oh, no. They absolutely should have gone away at the end of the war, and then they wouldn't have been able to defend from the rebels. Crap. Oh, no. So instead, what should have happened is that one army that got absolutely trounced would not have been there to fight. So instead, one of these is occupied by a rebel. So I get one less tax. And it was the areas in... Oh, no. It's not that it's occupied with the rebel. It liberated itself, the bastard. Because all my allies went home instead of helping me solidify my control. Bavaria rises again. Okay. Okay, now, ladies. So. Refresh merchants. Did I have any merchants do anything? Yeah, they did in Saxony this turn. I think France gets 1 extra colonist in the pool because it has 1 claim overseas. Remove all plague from the map. Adjust Imperial influence and redistribute. So I should have 5 Imperial influence, and I will do with it what I wish. Why don't we put 1 here and another 1 here? That seems like a good time. Oh, now check HRE religions rule again. Page 45, I think. Okay, if all electors are Protestant, but the HRE's religion is not, the HRE religion turns Protestant, and the imperial authority drops by 1. Protestant, 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 Protestant. Okay, then. What effect does that have? Who knows? The emperor is only allowed to change state religion if the HRE has changed its official religion to another religion. If the emperor adopts revolutionary ideology, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So that's a thing that has to happen. I don't know that it has any effect in this particular game. Discard down to 5, and we are done. Whew. And we got some time left. I think we're going to try to crack this out. This particular run was 2 hours, but I think the final round will be very quick because the bots can't go to war with each other, and at least one of them can't go to war with me, and they don't have a lot of bot power. So, yeah, let's do it. We're going to do, this is the final thing, and then next week we can start Purple Phoenix. And probably fail miserably because that one you start way on the back foot, I tell you what. So we're going to pause for a short break, and then we'll come back in about 8 or 9 minutes. See you then.